explore Rice Street. We're going to get into the history of it. And maybe I'm not going to be able to touch on all, maybe if you're watching this and you're from Rice Street, I can't touch on your memories, but for someone that's not from the area, I can give them a feel. Right now, I'm at Rice Street, of course, Washington High School, which is now called Wellstone. I don't know if it's a middle school, high school, or what it is. How do I know about this school? Well, growing up on Rice Street, it's only a short skip and hop from where I grew up, and I used to come here as a young boy. And at one time, I actually had a motorcycle. I would race around up that hill right there. There's a huge dirt hill over there, and over through here, and all the way around all day long in this old frickin' thing. That's the difference of growing up now and today. Hell, if I tried that, I'd be arrested. They'd take the motorcycle away, and it'd be done. So, that being said, as you can see where I'm sitting, I think it's kind of special. It's just an old piece of concrete stairs here leading down onto the baseball playing field. Todd, get a shot of that baseball field there for you. That's a very old field. See that cage right here? Let's walk and get a shot of that. I'm just going to walk and keep talking. This cage has been here as long as this field has been here. And that's a very long time. In the late 1980s, they refurbished this. They put in some new walls, and they took down the old bleachers. Now, those bleachers were actually built by my grandfather, Ray Warner Lund. And I had pictures of him and his designs. It was all torn down. It all was redone with concrete bleachers, much more effective in the late 1980s, probably 1988, 89. So let's get a shot. I'm going to walk right into these stairs because I want to sit on these stairs. I feel it. Look at these, decrepit, old. This is the history of Rice Street. A lot of people don't know that this place here also used to house something that was real special. It was called the Rice Street Gym, and it was a boxing gym. As a young boy, I would go there and box. I was 15 years old. He kept me out of trouble. There were older guys in there. There was Mike Evigan, the Rice Street Rocker. He boxed there, and I would spar with him, and the guy was respectful. He could have hurt me easily with one hit. This was a guy that was going somewhere, a hell of a fighter, but he would always be really good with you and basically work on your skills. That, if you're from Rice Street back in the day, that's what it housed. There was Johnny Johnson, a couple of the guys I wish I could remember their names. They got me in there. The coaches, the old timers that would coach you, noses smashed in, reeking of alcohol, teaching you how to fight. And this also used to house probation officer, Paul Green, that's passed away. Now, I wish I could come across his collection and maybe we'll get lucky and I'll find it. You say, how does Paul Green fit into Rice Street? Well, back in the 70s and 1980s as a probation officer, he probably had everyone come through his office at one point. And what Paul liked to do was take pictures of kids. He would take pictures and he would shoot them just like how we're trying to shoot this right now, like getting the flavor. See where this rail used to be here? Now it's just a broken off rust hole. That's what he would try to incorporate his shots. All the young kids he knew. Good guy. He had an album. Boy, would I like to see that collection and we could show you some of that work. It was amazing. He had a painting on his wall, never forget it, his probation officer. And it was a hand reaching up through fire. And it said in huge letters, help. I remember looking at it going, what's the meaning behind that? He said, well, one of my guys that is on probation did it, one of the young kids. It's like he committed suicide when he painted that painting prior to doing it. Well, that hung on the office wall there, and I think you get the message there. The kid was crying out. But that's the kind of stuff that Paul did. He tried to make an impact on kids by hanging that up purposely because he knew people would ask questions. Maybe he could wake somebody up to the point. Getting back to why we're here, this old building here, this is a great old building. Look at the architecture on that. It's gorgeous, and if we could get a shot inside, you'd be amazed. All the old trophies. This was a really high-end high school back in the day, 1940s, 1950s. Like I said, my grandfather went to this school. So that's where we're at right now. Give me a nice vibe here. It's cool to come back and see this, and if you're ever in the area and you're from here originally, just maybe come here. Maybe you don't get this chance to do what I'm doing right now. Sitting in the sun, it's kind of brisk, spring day, but that's what I'm trying to bring you on. I'm from Rice Street.